What's going on, guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Jasmine and today I'm going to be showing you guys my everyday makeup routine. So go ahead and keep on watching. And the first thing I'm going to do is going to go ahead and moisturize my face, and I'm going to be using the Bobbi Brown Hydrating Face Cream. And I just started using this. And I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty expensive, but so I'm just going to go ahead and moisturize my face. And I like this cream because it dries really fast. I don't really have to wait. And just to give it a second, I'm going to go ahead and apply some Vaseline. That's my preferred chapstick. Okay, and once I have done that, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my YSL Blurring primer. I'm just going to take a tiny amount. This, you really don't need that much at all of this stuff. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply it all over, but really focus on my T-zone because that's where I have larger pores. On my chin. Just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the Hourglass Mineral Primer Veil. This is just like a sample. I'm just going to put a little bit on. And just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with my all-time favorite, my Fenty Beauty in the color 230. I had to order this one online because they didn't have it anywhere close by. And I'm just going to start off with one pump. And my Morphe sponge. So that was one. Then I'm going to do one for the side. That was 2 pumps. So I'm going to go ahead and do like a half of a pump just to finish off the forehead a little bit. And then like with the rest of it, I'm just going to go ahead and like go over this area. Just for a little bit extra coverage. Like that. Try down the neck. And that is about the coverage that I like to go for. Once you put the concealer on and everything will kind of like cover up, so I'm not too worried about that. And the next thing I like to do is my eyebrows, and for my eyebrows I just like to use the NYX Tame and Fame tinted brow pomade in the color Espresso, and then I use this Jeffree Star little brush. It feels a little bit thicker, but when you actually do your eyebrows it's actually really thin, so yeah. Just brush them through. Okay, and that's about everything I do for the eyebrows, really. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Light Beige 22B, sorry. And this concealer, I know it's been out for like the longest time, but I just actually started trying it. And I noticed that it kind of dries fast, so I'm going to go ahead and do like one eye at a time. Just like that. And of course we have to set it, and I'm going to go ahead and do the Mercier translucent powder. So just like that, and I'm going to go ahead and pat out my concealer right before, just to avoid the creasing. Now with just whatever is left over in the little container, I'm going to take my powder brush, swirl it in whatever's left, and just powder the rest of the face lightly, like so. And like that. So once I have that, that is usually when I go in with my bronzer. And the bronzer I'm going to use today is my Tan-tastic Marc Jacobs bronzer. And it is like huge. I love it so much. I'm just going to swirl my big fluffy brush and just give my face just a little bit of color. And then with my Shade and Light palette, I'm going to go in with the first shade. This is really the only shade I ever use from this palette now. And I'm going to try to chisel out a little bit. Nothing too crazy.
So a little bit up here, along the hairline. Just like that. Nothing too crazy.
And then this is where I use what I use to contour my nose as well. So I used the Marc Jacobs bronzer, and I take it on like a fluffier brush. And then let me zoom you guys in a little bit so you guys can see. And I'm just gonna go ahead and start like giving the outside of my nose like shading with this bigger brush.
Like a shadow, obviously, creating. Like that.
Okay, and once I have that, I go back in with the Kat Von D, the ashier shade, like that first one. And then I'm going to dip like this smaller flat brush into that. Tap off the excess and just start kind of like really chiseling out this line, but very lightly.
Because you obviously don't want like a very harsh line on your nose. Like so.
And then with no additional product, I'm going to go back in with the like the fluffier side and start to kind of like diffuse that.
Like so.
And then with a little bit of additional powder on the very tip of like my little sponge, I'm gonna take that and just carve out that shadow. Like so. And then once I have that, I just kind of let that sit. Let it bake for a little bit. And I move on to my blush. So I just put a little bit on and it is very pigmented. So I'm just going to lightly dust that.
Diffuse it a little with a stippling brush. And add some highlight.
I'm going to use the Dose of Colors Desi X Katy highlight in the color Fuego. It's just like this. On this Jeffree Star Morphe brush. I'm just going to start.
Adding some highlight. This is my go-to highlighter. I love this highlighter so much. So.
And then to get the tip of the nose, I'm also going to use from the Jeffree Star Morphe brush collection. It's the JS5 brush. This is supposed to be like for your eye, but I like the way that it's so tapered. It's like literally a miniature version of this highlighter brush. So I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna do the tip of my nose.
Like so. I'm also gonna do the top of my lip. My eyebrow. My inner corner a little bit. And a little bit on the chin.
Just like that. And once I've done that, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the eyes. The eyes, I like to keep it very simple when I go to work because I don't have time to do a wing every morning. So I am gonna go ahead and take my NYX Matte Gel liquid liner, not gel liner, liquid liner. And I'm gonna just go ahead and let me zoom you guys in a little bit and just line like my lash line.
Like that. And see how it just opens up the eye like so much more?
Once I have done that, that is when I go ahead and apply my eyelashes. The lashes that I'm using today are these Kiss 01 lashes. These are like my favorite go-to lashes. Hence why I have a big pack of them. there we have it. And once I've done that, I'm just going to go ahead and finish it off with my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. This is my all-time favorite mascara. So there you guys have it. This is the final look. This is my everyday school work foundation routine. But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you guys did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.